You know what breaks my heart about the world today is the way we are learning new ways of coping. There are ways we cope which at least keeps us human, like scrolling, working too much, holidays, overthinking. And while it's not great, but you are still in your life, still present in your own ways. But now we handed out these psych drugs when we see a therapist. This coping by numbing and hijacking the very thing that makes us human, our emotions, is really worrying. And let me be clear, medication can be absolutely life saving. For some people, it's the difference between sinking and staying afloat. There's zero shame in getting support. But what I'm talking about is this growing trend where emotions themselves are treated like a disease. Where there is anxiety or normal grief as part of being human, or just fear as normal part of existing. That the basic human experience are seen as things to medicate away. I've lived dissociated for most of my life, not from medication, thank God, but from trauma. And I know what that kind of numbness does to a person. I know what it takes from you. I misunderstood dissociation as peace when I was really absent from my life. I watched my own life from behind a glass pane and I called it a superpower. and now we are handing out drugs, aka emotional numbing, as a way of coping. When the very thing we need most is to feel again. And not because emotions are easy, I get that too. We all have to remember again how to feel. It's a slow process. But certain psych meds reduce symptoms, but they also reduce your capacity to feel. And I see this regularly with my clients. Many realize later on that coming off these meds means facing a tsunami of emotions all at once. And so they tell me, while on drugs, the anxiety is less, but I'm not healed anywhere close. And there's research showing now emotional blunting with several anxiety meds. So I hope we get this message that we're not broken for feeling deeply. We are breaking ourselves literally by choosing not to feel anything at all.